So today we made it to 100 degrees, the first time that we've done it so far this year. And typically we see that on July 1st. So we're a little overdue.
Yeah, we're overdue. Get ready.
Yeah, and we think that we could actually at least hit 100 degrees the next couple of days. We're going to show you that forecast here in just a second. But yes, we finally did it, 100 degrees, the normal being 97, the record though 109, and that was set back in 1912. Thank goodness we were nowhere near that. And this is actually the 19th latest first 100 degree day that we've ever had at DFW. So today hitting 100 degrees, the record 109. No rain, of course, today, but we've had a few clouds start to bubble up. So here's the deal. We've got a WFA weather alert day that is still ongoing, but it lasts until at least tomorrow evening because we are expecting the dangerous heat and humidity to quite literally stick around. So the heat index could be up to about 107 degrees at its peak. So what you need to do is limit your time outdoors. And if you have to be outdoors for an extended period of time, you're going to have to take some breaks, find the shade, hydrate properly, lots of water. Here's the official heat advisory that does include the Metroplex and areas to the north and east. But even if you're not under the heat advisory officially, it's still going to be hot there. This is our Clyde Warren Park camera. You can see it is a beautiful day. You just don't want to be out in it necessarily for a very long time because it's 98 degrees right now in Dallas, 100 degrees in Decatur, 98 in Sulphur Springs, and 100 right now in Corsicana. But with the dew points in the 60s and 70s, it makes it feel like 102 degrees in Dallas, 106 in Corsicana, 105 in Paris and Clarksville. It feels like 103 right now in Gainesville. Overnight tonight, it's going to stay warm and it's going to stay muggy. We're only dropping into the upper 70s to low 80s. I think we start out at 80 degrees tomorrow morning in Dallas, but tomorrow afternoon we are forecasting a high of 101 in downtown Dallas, 102 in McKinney, 101 in Terrell, and 101 tomorrow afternoon in Grant. Satellite and radar pretty quiet for the most part. We've had some clouds bubble up with the heating of the day, but this evening and overnight I think we're going to be mostly clear. You can see the clouds and the rain, the storm circulating clockwise around that ridge of high pressure that's basically parked right now over Oklahoma and Texas. But over the next couple of days, it's slowly going to be making its way to the west, and eventually we're going to maybe get a little bit more cloud cover in here. It's really not until by the time we get into Friday where the ridge continues to back off to the west, so the jet stream takes a little bit of a dip to our east, and that's going to allow a weak cold front to move in. That's going to not only bring at least a chance of rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday, but temperatures will be going down as well. The overall coverage of rain looks to be pretty low, at least for now, though. So this heat dome, it's here for now. It's going to be backing off to the west over the next few days ever so slowly. By the time we get to the weekend, you can see how that jet stream takes a dip to the south. This area of low pressure is going to bring in a cold front. That's going to bring that chance of rain, also slightly lower temperatures, but we're talking about low 90s versus the low 100s. So for tonight, mostly clear, warm and muggy. We're dropping to about 80 degrees tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds. It's still going to be dangerously hot and humid, looking at a high of 101 degrees. And then the 14-day forecast showing that there are some improvements as we get to the weekend. So the coverage of rain right now, not all that great. It looks to be pretty low, but we should see that high of about 92 degrees on Saturday, going up to 94 on Sunday, back down to 93 on Monday. The second half of that 14-day, there's a rain chance in there. It just doesn't look all that great by the time we get to about August 10th. But it also just continues to look pretty hot with lots of mid and upper 90s. Adriana, back to you.